We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Shaheed now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to test this secondary right away.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, whether you're manning the middle or you're a rusher coming off the edge, Mike, if you play linebacker in this league, you have to have the ability to handle yourself in pass coverage. If the expectation is that a throw is going to head his way, he'll make that play. And that was the biggest play he could have made. That was really nicely done.
Let's go now.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal.
Let's go.
They put Pickens in motion. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. York's kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Cleveland.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
19, Tiger, 19, 79 Broncos. Back at 60. Go.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They'll stay on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, set.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Daniel. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. Gain of 12 and a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Play action. Here's Daniels. On the move past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
They face second down and 7.
Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Geno Stone that time, all over him in coverage.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
He fields it at the 8. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now, faking the give. Going deep downfield for Judy.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On play action, Daniels. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Browns with the advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
On the set.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
They'll run the draw with Walker. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He's got his man. It's Pickens. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Ready. Ready. And up.
Shotgun run now with Walker. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Go.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. Go.
Now this looks like a design run. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. 1st and goal.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set.
They'll run with Walker. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Commanders. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Chip Ryman. And he will score. Chip Ryman. Touchdown, Browns. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready? Set, go.
Here's Daniels. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Ready? Ready? 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this.
On the jump.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Ready?
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw. Taken in. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. And now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to draw closer. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. Oh! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Commanders.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get about 5. Off the play fake, here's Daniel. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Walker. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Brent Delpit up to make the play. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. They get 18 on that one. First down, Washington.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And not much there. Down to about the 13.
Ready? Set up.
They put Pickens in motion. On second down, Walker. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job, not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniel.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. York's kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. That one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 17-9. First down, Browns.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That thrown short, caught by Ryman. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
22.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Daniels. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Loose inside the 30. George Pickens. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Derek Forrest. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Tackle there by Michael Hall. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. You're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Walker. And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Let's go.
1st and 10, and here comes 4. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. And I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give to Ford on the zone read. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's to the right side, and it's Siddick. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Walker. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4. They'll throw with Daniels. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. One more time with Walker. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Commanders. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Going deep downfield for Judy. And the Commanders will take over at their own 15. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. They tried the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. It's a very short kick. Fair catch is taken, and they're going to have unbelievable starting field position. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Commanders will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas. One of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. First and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A first down throw for Jackson. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Second down and 8. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on second and 4. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here's Turpin. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, here's Dak. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. Now he'll run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Ravens has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And they're going to get him down right at the 25. A give right up the middle to Henry. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll go again here with Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran, Aguilar. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they will finally run him down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Here we go. Hey, 47.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide 8. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, here we go. I take 47. 26.
Prescott now. This one caught just past the pylon. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys are on the board. It's now 14-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to keep it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
DC, West. 180.
On first and 10, Jackson. That one incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be second down.
pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Now he'll run it.
Well done here by the quarterback, realizing quickly in his progression that there's going to be nowhere to deliver the ball, but there was some space to pick some yards up with his feet.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive. This is Henry. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Jackson. Now he takes off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Henry. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, kill. Yes, here we go. Wait, take.
They'll run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Yes, here we go. Go to 54, wide 8.
Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Now what a hell of a year it's been.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from Soldier Field. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
To return, it is Turpin. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. It's 2nd down.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time to Lamb in this one. And it's a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Hey, kill! 47!
To throw is Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Cowboys.
Yeah! Here we go!
To throw is Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here go 46. Here go 47.
They'll run with Dowdle. Finding room to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They will run it over center with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he's going to have the Bears' 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Williams to the air once more. A very quick throw there, but